Bafana of South Africa, they are the bronze medalists for the African Cup of Nations, Cote d'Ivoire 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, they beat, they beat, of course, they defeated the Democratic Republic of Congo in a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday. And the Bafana of South Africa, they are, of course, take place winners, of course, champions this particular season, and Democratic Republic of Congo finishing at the 4th position in this tournament. We are today looking at the very first spot and who are going to be the runners up. But before we dive into what makes business today, ladies and gentlemen, it is Qatar. Qatar hosts nation. They are, of course, the champions of the Asian football championship that was taking place there. Yesterday, Qatar beat Jordan by 3-1 to host and maintain their trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be at exactly 9 p.m. West African time when the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 4 times champions, will be locking horns with the Elephants of Ivory Coast, 2 times African champions, at the 60,012 capacity Olympique Alassane Ouattara Stadium in Abidjan. Our central referee for that game is going to be Baida from Mauritania. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to another splendid and the very last edition of this particular competition. It was, of course, a very hectic one. We have been there from day one, and today is the final day of this particular tournament. It is the most prestigious and the most interesting event in the continent. It is going to be the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Elephants of Ivory Coast. I will be getting to their journey into this particular stage, how they managed to, it was not easy. It's not a walk in the park. The African Cup of Nations is a very powerful one. Ladies and gentlemen, fifth time this particular century, finalists of the African Cup of Nations have emerged from the same group. It is a very important thing to note that drawn as host team, Nigeria, they already demonstrated how they can silence a hostile crowd when they beat the Elephants of Ivory Coast 1-0 last month in this same venue. And for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, of course, they beat host Ivory Coast 1-0 in this same venue at the group stages of this tournament. And 5 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria without conceding a single goal at open play. And they're coming from a semi-final shootout against South Africa, where they triumphed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is their first African Cup of Nations final since winning the tournament in 2013. Keen to what, ladies and gentlemen, the repeat of a previous one on the same one make them finish as runners up. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are in pursuit of their 5th crown. Is it going to be possible? Is it going to be party time for the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Not yet, ladies and gentlemen, not so soon, when they are going to have a huge barrier, a huge obstacle. The Elephants of Ivory Coast, who has such a hostile crowd, to their credit, ladies and gentlemen, in Abidjan tonight is going to be one feature of its kind, that there is going to be so much fireworks and, why not, anxiety, emotions, and we are going to see more of surprises. For the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, their fans lost hope, 2 weeks ago, when the Elephants they scrapped through the disastrous group campaign with 1 victory and 2 losses. They sacked manager Jean-Louis Cassette before luck propelled them to the next round, which was a round of 16, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, they knocked out reigning champions, Senegal. They knocked out Senegal at the round of 16 and Mali at the quarterfinal stages, and to go through to the semi-finals, which they eliminated the Democratic Republic of Congo during regular playing time by 1-0. This is their first ever final since 2015, which they won the title. Ladies and gentlemen, two times African champions, the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, they are the first nation, the first host nation since Egypt in 2006 to reach the final match of a tournament. First, of course, to know that current manager, caretaker manager, MS Faye, he took part in that particular campaign, which saw them at the final stage, but they were beaten by the Pharaohs of Egypt. And with so much experience, and why not, with a lot of support on his side, on home soil, MS Faye is aspiring to make things turn around in their favor. They are looking forward to their third title. It is going to be, we call it the Clash of the Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are hoping to make a fifth crown to their credit, and the Elephants of Ivory Coast, they are also looking forward to crowning themselves for the third time. The very first nation after Egypt in 2006 to host and retain the title. Why not? Is this possible? We are going to see so much fireworks and key players you want to watch tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ademola Lookman for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He has been able to open score in two of their three knockout stage wins in this particular tournament. Take note of Ademola Lookman for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. As well for the Elephants of Ivory Coast, ladies and gentlemen, you need to take note, special keen attention on Frank Kessie. Frank Kessie is the only player to score for Ivory Coast in two of their 2024 fixtures this particular season. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a very tight and, tough game as I'm going to bring to you most of their head-to-head meeting as far as it is concerned. These two sides in every competition concerning, we're talking about the African Cup of Nations, they have never had a draw. It has always been a victory during regular play time. In their 5 previous head-to-head meetings, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have won 3 wins, and the Elephants of Ivory Coast 2 wins, making it a very tight one for that matter. It is going to be a very interesting encounter, and that is why we say, because of the flamboyance, because of there's so much fireworks, and why not, ladies and gentlemen, emotions high. We're going to see lots and lots of surprises, and the atmosphere in Abidjan is going to be one which we will take back home as a memory that we will never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be at the 60,012 capacity Stadium Olympique Alassane Ouattara in Abidjan. Our referee again for that encounter is Baida from Mauritania, and we are going to look into that match. Try to stick your time to watch the game. It's going to be at exactly 9 p.m. West African time. This is our submission for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am your humble servant. Thank you very much for being there. Thank you for watching. And we are telling you that whichever side you support, we wish you the best of luck as far as this tournament is concerned. However, we will not go without telling you some few tips concerning this game. Even though all the odds, all the favor is on the side of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but they will not want to undermine or underestimate the Elephants of Ivory Coast, who are, of course, a host nation. And despite the fact that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they beat the Elephants, during their group stage by 1-0, it will not cancel the fact that the Elephants can still turn things around and to make things happen. Football, like I always tell you, don't forget, football is on the pitch. It's not about past glory. No past glory in football. It is on the pitch. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On our list, our top chart, we still have top scorers like Emilio Su, who is on the top chart with 5 goals. Gelson Dalla from Angola with 4 goals. And as well, Ademola Lookman with 3 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Nwabali is still our best goalkeeper for this particular competition at this final stage. We are looking forward to more and more prizes, and why not winners and those who have merit their hard work to see how the tournament will end. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fabiano Deco. It was a very interesting tournament, and why not, very nice, and we were accompanied, and it's been very, very splendid to be with you all this while. I must confess, you have been my support system for the past 1 month that we've been talking about the African Cup of Nations, and we will be looking towards other events, other sporting activities as far as is concerned around the world. We will be bringing you more slots concerning sporting activities around the world. My name is Fabiano Deco again, and thank you for watching. Thank you for always being faithful to this platform, and thank you for always being there. Without much ado, I must confess, it is bye-bye from this end. Bye-bye, African Cup of Nations. Maybe we will come back with another analysis, maybe another updates concerning champions, winners, and why not prizes, and those who have gone home with very, very exciting performances to their credit. The Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Elephants of Ivory Coast at exactly 9 p.m. West African time. Catch you there and see you in Abidjan, Alassane Ouattara Stadium. Bye-bye.